that's what they're called, bro. Tweez, dog.
No, they're called
Twisted teas.
twisted teas. You get wicked.
Yeah,
But no, twisted teas are good.
everybody.
Well, here we go. Back again. I believe, if I'm not wrong, this is episode 32, which is kind of crazy. It's a long time. Um, because before you know it, we will be at 56, and that is 1 year. But yeah, here we are back again with the All in All podcast, and it is me, your boy Nor. I've been here for roughly 32 weeks, so you know who I am. And the guy over there, you know exactly who that is. He's been here the same amount of time as me. And you want to know, I was thinking today actually, on like episode 1 or 2, maybe it was 3, somewhere within like the first 5 for sure, I had family staying at my house. You remember this?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was okay. A bit delayed. But alright.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can tell like, dude, I can't hear full sentences from you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I hear it extremely cut off, bro. Like we're
Oh man, I
being
fucking love
quiet right
that.
now.
I love that that's happening. It's so exciting. Well, then I guess it doesn't even matter. Um, okay, what about you? What do you got then? Wow. Okay, so this is
No,
not.
tell me. Now I want to know.
I
I
mean,
want to
can you
know.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I feel like. All right, well, I guess this might be awful. Because your reactions are going to be fucking ill timed if you can't hear anything. But either way, like in some of the first couple episodes, I was talking shit about having family over for a long time. And it just so happens that those same people are staying at my parents' house again for an even longer amount of time than last time. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, and you didn't
Very
hear
big thing.
you didn't hear shit of what I
No,
just said.
no, I did. I heard everything. I heard everything. Dude, like right now, I'm not talking as fast as I usually do. I'm letting you finish your sentence so I don't interrupt. Because when we cut off each other, that's when it glitches. So I'm trying to prevent the glitches from happening.
I just dripped water on my
And
mic.
there's multiple movements at the same time.
Yeah, I guess that's really not how it should go. I think it's just either your shitty computer or shitty Wi-Fi that's doing that for us.
Yeah, or both. But yeah,
Yeah, or both.
probably both.
But in science, you always
Probably
change
both.
only one value at a time. You know,
True. Dude, I watched the movie Jobs movie yesterday. That was a great movie.
the Steve Jobs
What did
movie.
I say too loud? Yeah, yeah, Steve Jobs movie. It's a
Okay.
great. Seen it? Ashton Kutcher plays Steve Jobs. I've
No,
seen it. Seen it before. I just rewatched it, and man, that guy was.
I heard. I feel like I
I don't know.
remember.
I think about like,
Go ahead.
what's up? Go ahead.
I don't like this at all. I feel like I remember
Dude,
reading
this
a lot of
yeah,
stories
not
about
go
him
well.
being an
Not
asshole.
go well. Yeah, he was. He definitely was. He was a douchebag to like the people that he worked with because like he expected excellence from him, you know? And I think a lot of these CEOs that are like top, they expect they expect great things from uh the people that work. And so that's why a lot of them don't like him, you know, but they want to make their company great and so therefore they expect excellence.
Yeah, it's
And
not even they expect
that makes sense to me.
excellence. It's just that they know that for this person to be valuable to me, they need to do X.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's like
Dude,
not
like
even
at a
that,
point during the movie, right?
right?
You keep interrupting, bro. You're killing me. All right. At
I'm
a point
killing
in the
you.
movie, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. At a point in the movie, right? At a point in the movie, right? He fucking They ask him if he wants to exercise options for one of the buddies that started the company with him. And he's like, no, don't give him anything. And the guy, like, he's talking to like one of the lawyers. He's like, are you sure? Like, he's one of your good friends. And he's like, no, like, his job is completely replaceable. Like, I can fucking get somebody to do his job tomorrow. He adds no value besides him being my friend. And I'm like, damn, like, I know it's true, but still, it's fucked because at the end of the day, you're talking about money. And so, like that's your friend, like people like when they become like I don't know, bro. I feel like those people that are at the top, they become so blinded by like success and like perfection. And like when they get there, they think like they did most of the work and therefore like they deserve all of it. Not true. They don't deserve all of it. And like greed. I feel like people when they put in so much time into something, they get so greedy because they put so much time into it. And they can't like know 100% how much time other people have put into it in comparison to them. You know what I'm saying? Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah.
And I don't know. Deal with
But
everybody, bro.
it might not even be. I mean, yeah, he just didn't see the value in like giving him that much, though, which is like also a valid point.
It is, but it's also like his buddy, right? Like, so for example, let's say like us, right? Like we start off this podcast and it blows up, and then somebody wants to get you a contract for something bigger, right? Because they like you, they think you're funnier, they don't want me, right? I doubt that would ever happen. But still, like it could happen, right? And so they give you the contract, right? They tell me, fuck off. But then afterwards, you're like, okay, well, the name all in all, we want to buy the name all in all, right? Like, do you want your buddy to get a percentage of that? You'd be like, no, he has no value to it. It's like, yeah, but we started it together. You know what I'm saying?
I think that. I mean, it's way different
How is that way different?
because there's just two people doing it. I mean, like compared to like whatever the fuck that guy did.
Well, but he started it. He was one of the guys that started it with him.
Right, but what did he
One
do
of the
though?
guys that he's one of the guys like he's one of his friends that started in his garage like making the computers, like the first couple of computers that Steve Jobs made with his buddies. He was one of those
Okay, yeah,
buddies.
but like here's the thing. Like this is like it's not that one of us isn't replaceable, it's just that it would completely change if we were.
Yeah, the dynamic.
Yeah, the dynamic I mean the everything would change. Like literally it would just be but like if all that guy was doing was literally building the computer, like it depends like what the fuck was he doing? Was he making the code? Was he like the one that fucking wrote Mac OS?
Like like I guess my thing is like even Steve Jobs is replaceable, right? Like at the end of the day, Apple is still extremely successful without Steve Jobs.
Well, yeah,
Like it wasn't for a
after it
period.
turned into an empire though.
I agree, but like at the end of the day, like I
But
think like CEOs think that their job is not replaceable. And like it is, bro. Like a good
it
CEO,
is, but
like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like it is, but like but the CEO is the one that's really making like the tough decisions though.
True. True.
And
And I do
and they're
think
the
there are
ones that are
people,
taking all the risk.
not all the risk.
All the
Every
risk.
worker takes equal amount of risk. No, because like the
No,
worker can
no,
lose their job the next
no.
day. What do
Yeah,
you
they
mean?
can lose
Okay,
their job, but they're not immediately out on the street. If Apple went away, Steve Jobs is fucking cooked.
I get that, but like, okay, so you working for the company that you work for, right?
Right.
You don't think you don't take any risk? You do. You have a job.
Yeah,
You're dependent on that
but
job.
not nearly as much risk as the owner of the business does.
I would say you have more risk because,
Impossible.
like, if you lose your job, no, let me explain. Because if you lose your job tomorrow, you have no source of income. Your business, like the owner of your business, he can file for bankruptcy, right? And then he like wipe away his debt and start clean. So like
I mean, yeah, but think about what he
Like, who do
loses
you
at that
think is
point.
worse off?
Think about what he
His
loses
business,
at that
yeah,
point.
but what would you
He's
lose?
worse off.
But like
He's
you
worse off.
lose your job.
I'm gonna go find a new
Why?
job, dude. Well, think
And
about
he can
okay.
find a new business.
So for me, dude. But yeah, but you just said he's going bankrupt. So let's say that as he should, he's avoiding filing bankruptcy until the last fucking drop. So I work for a
Mhm.
website, right? Say the website gets shut down. Boom. No more fucking online transactions from this domain. It's like, well, okay, fuck. I still have this building. I have millions of dollars of inventory.
Hey, if anybody agrees with this or wants to chime in, comment down below. All
I
right, keep going.
I think that if any I think it's just but like right there, like I have all this inventory. I still have this building on lease. I have I have my fucking mortgage, like all this other shit that he like if his income immediately stops too, like it's just cooked for everybody at that point. But he is more cooked because all of like the debt, everything is just it's on him. Like I'm just like I get to do this. I get to go like, okay, I'm really
I
sorry
get
this
that.
happened, but I am just going to get in my car and I'm gonna
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
away.
and leave. Yeah.
And there's nothing that's like slowing me down from leaving this. For him, it's his entire fucking life. It's
I
like
get that.
everything is
I
just
get
up
that.
in smoke. All of his like sure my finances
Yeah.
are up
Okay.
in
Okay.
smoke, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can go do something very very similar pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think it's more replace. It's easier for you to find another job than for him to find another business like he had, right? But I think the only
Not even just to
reason
find another
for that,
business to dig himself out of what just happened.
well, I don't think that's as hard.
I
Like,
think it is as I think it's I mean I think it's definitely harder than what I have to do. So say me and him are both up here, we both have a job, but he just like owns it, right? Well, he would obviously be like a little bit higher. We both fall. I land on the ground. He is under the earth.
but see, that's the thing. No, because like if he's up here, right, and you're up here because you have a job and he's CEO and he's making a lot of money, right? Let's say he goes bankrupt, right? And because of that, you lose your job. Boom. You go right here, and he might go like a little bit below you, right? Files for bankruptcy, goes a little bit below you, but then in 2 months starts a business again, and he's already above you. Like it wouldn't be that quick, but I'm saying like that because he already knows how to do what he did. You see how like people that own businesses they always tell you like I don't care if one fails. Like I'll start it again in a year, and if that one fails, I'll start another one in a year. Like they have the blueprint on what to do. Like your first business is most likely going to fail, but you need to start your first business because that gives you the blueprint. And so they have the blueprint. And so that's like as valuable, I think, as a job or anything. Like it's extremely easy for them to just go use that blueprint for another business and it will most likely succeed.
I guess.
Like that's facts. Like we hear it all the time from people. You probably talk to Rob all the time and he tells you exactly that. Like he knows like how to run a business because he's had experience. So if it failed, right, and he didn't give up, he could probably start another business and have it run.
Yeah, he
Now to get
could.
it to the point where it was, to get it to the point where it was, I think it would be hard. Like I think it wouldn't be instant, but I think it would be quicker than what it was originally, than how long it took him originally, right? Because he already has the blueprint.
Yeah.
And like yeah, it would be easy. It would be easier for you to get a job, right, than for him to get it like running and profitable. But once he gets it profitable, like and it's scalable, then it's over. You know, if a business is scalable, you're the work get nothing. But anyways, we got off topic because we were talking about how like I do think that like every worker I think is replaceable, right? Even if somebody brings something unique, right? Like I think like at the end of the day, you can replace 99% of the people, right?
Yeah. More than likely.
Maybe I'm wrong. And I think that also includes CEOs. Like I don't think you can replace Elon Musk, right? In the sense of like a 1-to-1 ratio. Just like I don't think you can replace me in a sense of 1-to-1 ratio. I don't think they can replace you in a sense of 1-to-1 ratio. But like they can probably get someone like Elon Musk that has the same traits and attributes that he brings to the table.
I think an identifier of a really great business and company is being able to survive without that.
What do you mean?
Like if you can plug and play anybody, I think your business is better off. Like if I owned like a really big
Oh
company,
yeah.
like if I owned a really great brand, like Yeezus, I don't think is a great brand because that's disgusting. And we're not gonna gloss over
How'd you, no way you heard it. No,
that.
no way you heard it,
You
bro.
are
No way.
fucking
No
disgusting.
way you can
Everybody
hear that
heard it.
shit, bro.
Everybody heard it.
That's funny.
You disgusting piece of
And it cut
god.
off, bro. The fart fucking
But I don't think Yeezy's that great of a brand because it would not survive without Kanye. I mean, fuck, Adidas didn't survive without Kanye. But like a great company can just like what?
that's not true.
Dude, you're telling me
Adidas
Adidas?
definitely
I mean, no. Is do people still buy Adidas? Of course. But did it definitely lose a lot of value after Kanye left? 100%.
no. I like okay, yes. It did. It did. But like still got Messi, bro. Like you forget Messi, his influence is bigger than Kanye's. Like yeah, Yeezys, we see it in the US, but Yeezys isn't that huge. Like I guess Yeezy is pretty huge, globe, but I don't know.
Okay.
Adidas more than Kanye. It's like if
I
Nike
didn't even know
lost
Messi was signed to
Jordan.
Adidas.
You didn't know Messi was signed to Adidas? Yeah, Messi was Adidas, bro.
Didn't know that. But that's
But
cool.
like it's like if Nike lost Jordan, right? Which is like own Jordan and like Jordan is like it's almost like a separate brand, but it's still Nike, right?
Right.
And if they lost Jordan, they would lose so much,
Yeah.
so much, so
Honestly,
much.
that's not even like a fair example because that's more of like a piece of the brand more than it is like an employee. You know what I mean?
Well, Yeezy is a piece of the brand.
Yeah, right. And same with Jordan.
So okay, yeah. But anyways, why did you bring up Kanye?
Because I was trying to say how
I don't
like a
understand.
great company can keep running without like I think Tesla would be fine without Elon Musk. Like they still make good cars.
Yeah.
Like if they do, you know, like I've never driven a Tesla. I only know like two people that
Yeah, I
own
think
one.
they'd be the thing also though, like, is like I do think the progress would slow down, right? Like I think CEOs like Elon Musk or like Alex Karp for Palantir, like those are people that like make sure everybody is moving, you know? And you need a CEO like that. And like you can get another CEO like that, but they won't impose that sort of respect I think that Elon and Alex Karp and those great CEOs imposed, right?
Yeah.
They knew how much they put in. So, I don't know.
All right, cool.
But but Kanye is different because he's famous. When it comes to a famous person and you remove him from the brand, that's that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different. But anyways, on from that. You got any news you want to talk about? Anything? Any specific thing you came across?
Um, I don't think so. What had even happened to me in the last year? What? No, I haven't seen shit. I don't watch the news really at all. I'm trying to think if I saw anything. I think there was another helicopter crash, but yeah, no.
We we need to start fucking talking about the news again and shit like that. I'm busy
Yeah, I
working,
really
kicking
love
my
doing that.
ass.
I think it's always so much fun.
Well, dude, we got to talk about something. We can't have these fucking gaps here where we don't know where the pot is going, bro. Like that's not good, bro. Nobody gonna watch like that, dude. We need to fucking take it somewhere, bro. We need to talk about something, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to
Hey,
feel,
that's
bro.
my milk, dog.
Try to definitely feel.
Yeah, it's good. I got it 2 days ago.
Damn, bro, taking his milk.
Guy's taking my fucking
Who the
milk.
fuck drinks milk anymore, bro? Who the fuck drinks milk anymore?
Everybody drinks
Fuck,
fucking milk.
not me, motherfucker.
Okay. What are you getting in that milk? You're putting my cereal in that milk? What's top five cereals of all time?
That's a good one. Top five cereals of our time. I would have to say number one, Captain Crunch berries. The ones that all is berries that are all berries. And then number two would probably be Cocoa Puffs. Number three would probably be fucking the Reese's Puffs. Number four would probably be like Frosted Flakes. And number five would be Captain Crunch OG.
Okay, that's the craziest list I've ever heard.
What do you mean? Cocoa Puffs number one,
I mean,
actually.
Captain Crunch is for sure top five cereals of all time. But I don't think you can have a list of top cereals without Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles. I forgot Fruity Pebbles for sure. Top two. Fruity Pebbles top two.
And you can't forget about Raisin Bran.
That's disgusting. No, those are trash, bro. Did he say the fuck too, bro? Did Joe say the fuck?
Dude, Joe can't talk.
That's
He's
shit
eating
garbage.
cereal. He's eating cereal with my milk, my cereal, in boxers in the
What
middle of the
cereal is it?
kitchen.
What
it's
cereal is it, bro?
it's Captain Crunch.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Uh,
Fair enough.
he's got fucking. He's got moccasins on. That's
What
literally he's
is
wearing boxers and moccasins. Guy's a fucking
it? Hey,
guy's
dude,
living
I
the
was
life.
the other day, bro. I was thinking the other day, you know how we talked about fucking Sperry's and sweatpants? Did you ever wear Sperry's, sweatpants, and long socks, and the socks outside of your sweatpants?
No, that's crazy.
How was the look back in the day, bro?
That was never a look. That was a look for literally special ed kids.
No, that was a look, bro. Like if you had like joggers kind of on, and like you wore like the socks outside of the joggers, like
And you like
long socks, like Nike
covered
socks.
covered the joggers with your socks.
Yeah, it's
That was a
fire,
look.
bro.
Who was that a look for? That was never a look in any capacity. It
For
would
the
make
for the
people turn
bitches,
around
bro.
and
What you
look and
talking
point
about,
and laugh at you. That's the most retarded shit I've
bro?
ever heard.
Bro, when I'm walking around like that, bro, women looking at me.
Yeah, they're looking at you like, oh, that retard got himself dressed today. You
Nah.
don't wear Sperry's sweatpants and then pull your long socks over the sweatpants.
Yes, bro.
You've
I feel
never
like
done
Bully
that.
McGuire.
If you ever
I
do
feel
that,
like
take a
I feel
picture
like
of it.
I feel like Bully McGuire, bro. Let me see.
I don't know who that is. Bully
Sperry's.
McGuire.
That's Tobey Maguire from from Spider-Man 3, bro. When he gets in
Oh,
the black
Bully
suit.
McGuire. That is not who you look like. You fucking
That's Bully
curly,
McGuire,
you
bro. What you
curly
mean,
haired
dude?
retard. You do not look like Bully
I'm not
McGuire.
I'm not talking about him. I said I feel like him, bro. Because Bully McGuire goes around dancing like that to the
Yeah, and
women, you
he
know?
looks like a dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. Sperry's with sweatpants. All right, this is what I looked up. Sperry's with sweatpants, socks outside of sweatpants. But yeah, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about wearing shorts with Sperry's and long socks. That's what I was thinking about. Are you popping this in? Oh, I told you I quit cigs, right?
Yeah, except for when you're drunk and you've been getting drunk every night.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true, bro. I'm not gonna get drunk. I was literally just about to have a twisted tea right now, no. But still, like,
A twisted
I didn't
tea.
do it yesterday.
This guy fucking
I didn't
gay.
do it yesterday. You don't like tweets, bro? Tweets fire, bro.
I
Frat
didn't.
house. That's all we
Okay,
said,
I
bro.
was talking shit for no reason, but if calling it a tweet is gay.
Why? That's what they're called, bro. Tweets, dog.
No, they're called
Twisted teas.
twisted teas. You get wicked.
Yeah,
But no, twisted teas are gay.
everybody.
But calling them tweeds is super, super gay. I think I got
All
some
right,
in my fridge.
all right. Let's make a list. Let's make a list. If a man says these three things, then it is super gay. Number one.
Tweez.
Give me number one.
Tweez.
Okay. Number two. My buddy said this. If a man ever says yuck, that's yucky,
Yuck is
and
gay.
he is for sure gay.
Ew is gay. Ouch, gay.
What if what if like when a girl sends you like something cute and you respond with aw,
Gay.
aw. No, but it's to a girl, but it's to a girl
But it's
though.
gay.
It's
But
to a
it's
girl.
gay.
Alright. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So what if
Mommy,
I'm
gay.
thinking I'm thinking any mommy's gay? No, it's not. Dude, if you're calling a girl mommy, that's gay.
If you're calling a girl or your mom, mommy, gay. As fuck.
What? But what about people in the South when they're like, grandpappy? My grandpappy, he he
I
used to
mean,
own a
okay, but
couple
then I
ranches
didn't say
with a
poppy.
couple with a
I said
couple
mommy.
cattle
I
with
said
a
mommy.
couple. Well, but then okay, but like what like what if my girl I call her like what's up like or like a Mexican like a Mexican essay he like what's up mommy what's up mommy
Depends on how many tattoos he
that's not
has. How many tattoos he has and what colors he repping, dog. And that's it. That's it.
what color you got to rep, bro? Go ahead and tell me
He knows.
what
He
color.
knows exactly which ones to rep. uh,
Yo, you stupid dog. That's gay. You gay.
you're
If
fucking
your
gay
name
though.
is
That's what's
Nor,
crazy.
if
Say
your name is
say your
Nor,
whole
then
last
you're
name.
fucking
Say
gay,
your
bro.
whole last name. Say your whole last name,
No,
dog.
I don't want you, bro. No, no, no. Stop being like that. Stop
He's
being mean.
gay.
Stop
He's
being mean.
gay.
That's not cool. That's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. Dude, your name when I tell Siri call Nor, she says, "Okay, calling Nor."
She what?
Dude, your name is not even spelled how it's pronounced, bro. When I tell Siri, Paul Nor, she's like, okay, calling Nor. And then she calls Nor. Nor.
Okay.
Nor.
Okay, it's a fucking robot.
I'm just telling, bro. Siri got it right, bro, because that's how it's pronounced. She pronounces it how she reads it.
All right. I mean, Suri's a fucking retarded robot.
If it was if it was
She
if it was
calls my
correct,
little
it would be
sister
Nor.
Shaba. She calls my little sister Shaba.
And then that's your little sister's name.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard. And you're gay. You're a gay fucking
You can't be
retard.
both, bro.
29 minutes.
If dude,
29
have you
minutes in,
ever
and it
met a
turns out you're.
retard that's gay, bro? I've not.
No,
Be
this is
kind of
cap.
crazy,
Most
no
Down
cap.
syndrome guys are super into tits.
That'd be like a 0.00001% of the
Have you ever watched
population.
Love on the Spectrum?
No, but fucking this girl that I'm talking to, she said she was watching it.
Good show. There's a Down syndrome
You've
guy
seen
on
that
there.
show?
There's a Down syndrome guy on there. He's not even one of the characters. He's not even like one of the people trying to find love. He's a roommate of like another guy with he doesn't have Down syndrome. He just like special. But like in the show, they're like introducing, like they go to the guy's house that's like going on a date, and the Down syndrome kid literally pulls chicken tenders out of the freezer, straight out of the freezer, puts them on a plate and directly into the microwave. It was so good, dude. Oh my gosh. And then, like, once he pulled them out of the microwave after who knows how long, he literally takes a square piece of, like, American cheese, folds it once, and then just sets it on the plate like he's garnishing the fucking dish, bro. It was so funny. But, yeah, no, that's a really great show. Like, one of the guys on there, like, does not stop talking. And he like goes on the date. He meets the girl for the first time. He's like, "Do you like animals? What's your favorite animal?" "My favorite animal is this because my favorite animal is a bird because they can fly. And when I was little, I really wanted to be able to fly, but humans can't fly unless they're on an airplane. Do you like birds?" And then like he's just going. It's really good. He's like one of my favorite characters too.
Dude, the fact that like you don't watch anything really besides anime, right? Like if it comes to anime, like you know all the animes. But when it comes to these great movies, you haven't seen, bro.
Dude, I've seen a
But
lot
you
of great
watched,
movies.
you've seen. No, you have not, bro. You have not,
Name a
dude.
movie. Name
You
a
have
movie.
not. I can't think on the top. Okay, have you seen Interstellar?
Yes, 10 years ago though. Maybe. Yeah, whenever it
Okay,
came
the
out,
fact
I
that you
watched
haven't
it.
watched it is great. All
Okay,
right.
my bad, bro.
So, so what about superhero movies? You've seen all the superhero movies?
Maybe.
Iron Man 1, 2, and 3.
Of course.
Okay. You've seen all three Batmans. I
Of
know that.
course. All four. That new one
Well,
with
no,
Robert
the fourth one.
Pattinson.
That
Good
one's
movie.
ass. Do you agree? Do you like it?
I
You
I think
liked
it's
it?
I think it's a pretty good movie. It's not as good as Dark Knight, but
No,
it's a pretty good movie.
no, it's not. If that's your version of a pretty good movie, it's not. Anyways, let's keep going. Thor. Have you seen all the Thors?
Yeah, there's like five of those bitches,
All the Captain Americas?
except for the newest one.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Goodwill
I
Hunting.
haven't seen the newest one only because the main characters. You know what? Don't it doesn't even matter.
What? Say it. Say it with your chest, bro. Say it with your chest, bro. What? You don't think there can be a black Captain America, bro, or what? What's
No,
up,
that is
man? What's
not what
up?
I was gonna say.
Yeah. What were you gonna say then? Go ahead,
Nah,
say it.
that's crazy though. Moving
Go ahead,
on,
say it.
dude. You're
I thought it
nuts.
was a good movie. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I mean, I think it could have been better, but why didn't you watch it? Go ahead, say it with your
I just
chest,
didn't
bro.
think it was gonna be
Don't be
that great.
avoiding it.
Didn't think it was gonna be that great.
Why? Why?
Steve Rogers is my
You
Captain
pussy.
America.
Okay. Pussy. All right. Anyways, what about Goodwill Hunting? You've seen Goodwill Hunting,
Oh, you know I
and
have.
you've seen like all the movies, like Tombstone. Have you seen Tombstone?
What's it about?
Nope, you haven't seen Tombstone.
I could
It's
have and I
about it's
forgot.
about it's about the fucking Cowboys back in the day. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday with Val Kilmer and fucking Kurt Russell.
I can't remember. I probably have, but I can't remember. I've seen like all those cowboy
No, you
movies with my
probably have
dad.
not. Okay.
You seen Donnie Brasco?
I don't like the gangster movies like you do, bro.
You've
Like
seen
they're
a
all the
Bron-
same,
You've seen a
bro.
Bronx
Like,
Tale?
no,
You've seen The
I think I
Godfather?
might have. Yeah, I've seen The Godfathers. I don't think The Godfather's that great, bro.
I disagree.
Well, yeah, most people do. Like Godfather is one of the best movies of all time, and I'm not saying it's a bad movie,
Like watch this.
but
Like watch
like
this.
that type of movie
There's a
is
flight.
all the
There's a
same,
flight to
bro.
Miami coming to pick us up. I know it was you. You know that one? Okay. This is awkward.
That was pretty gay. That was pretty
You
gay.
know that scene
It's okay.
where he
That's
finds
not.
out what's the fucking guy's
Well,
name? Is
it's
it
not.
Marco? What's the guy's name? Marco?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't
Damn it!
know.
I
I
just
don't
watched that
know.
movie like last year.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but see, you rewatched it, and you
Yeah.
haven't rewatched Interstellar. That's crazy. It's okay.
Fucking what's that
That
bastard's
says a lot
name?
about you. Who?
Doesn't matter.
Actor from the Godfather?
Yeah, the one Al Pacino. It's like near the end of the movie. They're like in the casino. He like kisses him on the face, and he's like, "I know it was you," and he says his name. I'm not gonna find it. It doesn't matter. Move on.
Tony. Tony. It was you, Tony.
No, it wasn't. That's not even the tone he says it in.
Tony. Yeah, Tony.
There's no
Tony.
way it was Tony.
Tony. Pepperoni pizza, Tony.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's
That's
move
it.
on. Okay, we've both seen some pretty good movies.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Fair
Have you
enough.
seen Peaky
But
Blinders?
anyway, no, no.
I'm
I
only on
try not
season
to
two.
watch shows anymore because I get. I've had a crazy take in my days. Because I think a lot. I think a lot. I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker.
You
And
don't say.
I had this crazy take, which I think is extremely true. Right? You tell me. Whatever. I think men. Well, I've already told you this, but you disagree because you watch anime. But anyways, I think men lean more towards watching a movie because they like it quick. So they like to put their full attention on for 2 hours and then boom, done. And women like series more and TV shows because they kind of drift their attention. Their attention drifts, but they like the longevity of it. Do you think that's true? I would like a study been done on that. I bet you they'd prove me right.
Maybe. I don't know. I could see that being true, but maybe.
Because it shows a lot about how we are, who we are.
I suppose.
Oh man. Well, but anyways, Trump is doing a lot of shit, and
Yeah, those tariffs getting
uh,
crazy.
hey, we
My
talked about it last
my
week, though.
boy is actually worried about coming from Canada to the U.S. for some reason. I think they give him a real hard time at the
He's
border now.
Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Is he Canadian? What a piece of shit. He should
Yeah,
stay in Canada.
genuinely a piece of shit.
Nothing good ever came from Canada.
I honestly think you're 100% right. What good has come from Canada? They got French up there. They got.
Right.
I think they got some moose.
Oh,
That's
Justin
kind of
Bieber.
cool. Justin Bieber.
Justin
Oh, they
Bieber,
do
that's
got
it.
Drake. They do got Drake.
Yeah, fuck Drake. I'd rather Justin Bieber. Fire.
Gay. Put that on top 5 list of things guys say to be gay. Fuck
Bro,
Drake.
Justin
I'd
Bieber's
rather.
fire, bro. What are you talking about?
Justin Bieber is fire, but to say it the way you said it is gay.
I'm just saying, like, if I
And I
had to
think
pick one from fucking.
if I had to pick who I could listen to, if I had 2 options, Drake or
Yeah,
Justin Bieber
exactly.
for the rest of my life, I'm
Yeah,
picking
it'd be
Drake.
Justin Bieber. No, it'd be Justin Bieber.
No, impossible.
He got too many hits. He got too many bangers, bro. This
Drake
guy was
Drake has
the
more
guy, bro.
hits
Like,
than Justin
we
Bieber.
shit on Justin Bieber. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes. Yes.
Hell no.
And
No, no,
and
no.
Drake has way way more songs.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't have more hits.
I think he does though.
Uh,
I mean, like let's look into it
no.
right now.
Who has more hits? Justin Bieber or Drake?
I mean, you got to think like let's just go to the albums list, right? So let's start at the very
Honestly,
first album.
Little Nas X takes the crown.
So Far Gone, the
Okay.
2009. Okay, let's talk about the hits from this album. Best I Ever Had, insane. Is that the only one on this?
Well, because he has more songs. He has more songs, right? But the thing is, like when you compare the hits, Justin Bieber is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Jake is really popular in the US and somewhat popular like globally. but not as big as Justin Bieber. Like it's like Taylor
I don't
Swift.
know if
They're
that's
on another
true.
level, bro. Bro, Taylor Swift is on another level than fucking like
Okay,
Drake, bro.
Taylor
She
Swift,
really
yeah, but
is.
that's a bit, yeah, but that's like different. But we're talking, we're not talking
That
about
that's
Taylor
the
Swift
level
right now.
Justin
But
Bieber
we're
is
not
on.
talking
Yeah,
about her right now.
Justin Bieber. But that's the level Justin Bieber on, bro. Like, let's be honest here, bro. Like, he stopped making music 2 years ago, and like his last album is still like played on the radio all the fucking time. And
Okay,
Drake's
and
last two
if
fucking
Drake's
albums,
last
they never
if
fucking play.
Drake's last album was Views, it would still be played on the radio.
Yeah, because that was one of his best albums with Scorpion. After that, it was all dog shit. It had one, two good songs
I
in
don't
every
even
album. That's it.
I can't even think of Justin Bieber's last album, let alone his last big song.
Bro, last album, I can name you every single song for that, bro.
Yeah, cuz you're gay
Get
though.
me in my feelings. No, that was a good album, bro. That was a good album. That was a good album. That was a good
Justice,
album.
is that the name of the album?
Yeah, that was a good album. That had Peaches in it. I know you fucking heard. Peaches is fire. Then it had Ghost, which is fire. Hold On, Lifetime, my personal favorite. A little bit slower, but I don't know. It was at the
It,
time when I was
it
dating my ex. I was getting my feelings. And then okay, so what? Lifetime, Hold On,
Justice is like
Ghost,
that sounds like a Taylor Swift
Die
song.
for You. Well, yeah, kind of a gay name, I'll tell you that, but still. You know who's about to release an album though? You know who's about to release an album though?
Russ.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Oh, I heard his two singles. They're all right. You see that song I sent you? By Dalvin? Sirens on?
Mm-mm.
That guy you showed me. I sent you the song and then you replied with the video of your friends fighting each other.
Oh, then no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a new song, Sirens on. It's good.
Sirens on
It's
by
really good.
by that guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy got a he got another he dropped a couple good songs this year or late last year.
Well, that's the guy that looks like Lucy
Yeah.
that you showed me.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good
I
music,
think something.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's that first song I heard
Yeah,
by him?
I say it. On drugs, drunk on drugs. Is it drunk on drugs?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You only call me when you're
Yeah,
drunk or on drugs. Yeah. That's a great fucking song, dude.
yeah, it is, bro. Dude, I was fucking listening to my old
You want to
recordings of me
hold on.
freestyling, bro.
Oh,
Dog shit,
okay.
dude.
Yeah, I listen
Dog
to them
shit. No,
back
that was good.
sometimes
Go
too.
ahead.
It's really just good memories.
Go
But
ahead.
okay, so songs like that, tell me if I'm wrong. They're always better, like kind of like love songs or just like songs about women. They're always better when you have somebody you can relate it to, right or wrong.
I mean, yeah, that's but that's like I feel like what songs try to do and what
Right.
movies try
But
to do
like,
as well.
so like a love
Try to
song
relate
about
to.
like a girl getting like flown out or shit like that, it don't hit the same from like you only
I
call me
don't
when
know.
you're drunk or on drugs. Like that is just like because like
I
if
mean,
you
bro,
can't if you can
like
picture
I'm
somebody
thinking right now.
exactly like that, then you're like damn, that's a banger because like it like fills you.
Look,
Well, yeah, you're right. All
look.
songs that
Thinking
you can
about
relate
Tisha
to
Mingo.
like deeply like that, or you have a personal connection to like something they're saying. Obviously, it's gonna be like great, but
Like I'm thinking about Tisha Mingo right now. And Zach Bryan goes like, "She's with the new man in New York." The last time I heard,
right.
and I know Mama said, and then bomb. So like that song, I jam. I'm about to jam right now when I go to the gym right after this. But that song I jam, and no girl left me for no scrub from the Bronx. Bro, hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah,
Nah.
yeah. But there has been a girl that's like with a different guy though.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Sure, that's true. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. So, like, do you think like gay people listen to Lil Nas X all the time because they
Probably,
relate?
probably.
Because like the shit that
I think
sucks about Lil Nas X is some of his songs are catchy, bro. Like some of his songs are honestly catchy, but like the shit that he be saying, it's like the song he has with Jack Harlow. Like Jack Harlow comes in, snaps, bro. Jack Harlow fucking spazzes on that beat. And like I'll fast forward to Jack Harlow's part because that shit is fire, bro. But he on the
You
fucking
want to know
song
who
with
has
Lil
a
Nas
great
X. You
song
know
with
what
Jack
song I'm
Harlow?
talking about, right? I can't remember.
Drake has a good song with Jack
The
Harlow.
Oh yeah, Churchill Downs. I thought you were gonna talk about Killer. Killer with Eminem, Jack Harlow, and fucking Corday. And he spazzes and he's like, I used to rock a toboggan, headphone around my neck, trying to be like Shady.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Now the phone all in my pocket and I keep vibrating. I drive girls beyond crazy.
All
I'm
right,
with a
look.
song with my idol. I'm the cold blooded version of the song title. I'm the cold blooded version of the song title, bro. Man, sometimes I got bars like that. Man, it's tough to be like that. Look, 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 look. I was looking back at my notes, right? And this is one of the bars I had, right? You tell me if it's fire. Like, don't just like like because I'm saying it, you're gonna be like, that's gay, that's gay. No, no, no.
Right,
Actually,
right.
listen,
I'll be dead ass.
like,
I'll be dead ass.
this is this dog shit. Like, I wrote, it's more like a thought, right? I
Mhm.
said like a tinted mirror, I can see, but they seem not to be able to. I guess what I can see doesn't mean you can see too. Some things I guess just aren't see through.
I mean, that was
Facts.
something. That was something.
That's why I hate fucking Southern.
Dude, when I look at my
Look,
notes
and this
from
is
back then in 2022 when me and you were hanging out every day,
you're a deep thinker, huh? I made you a deep thinker. You're
you didn't
welcome.
make me shit.
I did. I made you a deep thinker.
Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Like,
Are
I'll
you
ask
reading
you.
it right now? That's what you're doing? All right, go ahead, bro. Say it. Say it with your chest. Go ahead.
Listen to this. When it when it comes to water pressure, it depends on the hose. And then in parentheses, so I wrote out hose HOES, but in parentheses I put HOSE. Like it's a
Okay.
double entendre.
Yeah, I know. You're fucking idiots. Bro, because we were constantly thinking about lyrics, bro, because we wanted to make it in music, bro.
I wasn't born with regular balls. These Spaldings. That's kind of cold. That's kind of cold.
Yo, that is fire. That is fire. That is fire, bro. Yo, that's fire as fuck, dog. That's fire as fuck. That's fire as fuck. Dude, do you remember I would show you my notepad because I carried around the notepad that I would always write fucking lyrics
Yeah.
in, and I would show it to you sometimes and fucking freestyle.
Dude, I
Dude,
bet
I
there's
still have them, bro.
actual I bet there's actual gold. I'll be the best time you wish you would have missed. Damn, that's kind of a bar too, Loki.
But that's the thing. If you
That's
like
kind of a
say these
bar.
things, like if you like say these things with like the right like start of the sentence, right? And that's the hook, and then like a good end, bro. It's bar, bro. I'm telling you, I think we have a lot of gold. I think there's a lot of shit too, but I think there's a lot of gold, bro. Like I also put here, I said, if scars heal from one day to another, we never learn. Even them taking a long time to heal, we don't seem to care. We run back to them. Almost feels like we love the burn, and
Mm.
it's like true. Almost do.
I think this is a quote I just wrote down because I don't think I came up with this. If you don't know what you're looking for, you'll never see what you're looking at.
Oh, I told you that. I came up with
Did
that
you?
quote. No, I definitely did not. But you believe it. You might have come up with that. Sometimes I write it down because usually when I don't come up with quotes, I write down who came up with it, right? So I know. But sometimes like I write like my own quote, like from Tommy V, right? And I'll sign it. And some of them it surprises me that I came up with. I came up with some. because I'm like that. It's making you
Yeah.
think, bro. It's getting,
There's
look,
there's
this man
there.
getting deep,
You know
bro. It's
what?
getting deep on us, bro. It's getting deep on us, man. I see he reflected. He reflected on his life. That's why it's good to write down your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what's going on, your day to day.
Dude, no,
So then you
truly.
can go back
The
and
other day I
reflect.
was
That's
driving in the
awesome.
car.
That's awesome.
The other day I was driving in the car and I was thinking of like a lyric. I was like making it up in my head, and it was something about deposits and not making withdrawals, and it was actually so cold, and I lost it. I should have wrote it down immediately. I was thinking about it all
You
day
got
today
right
because
there.
it was literally yesterday, and I was thinking all day today. I'm like, fucking, what was it about deposits and not making withdrawals? It was something
It
about
was like a
stacking
certain
bread
way
though.
you phrased it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like something about stacking mad bread though. Man.
And that's the
But yeah,
thing,
write
man.
down your
You got
thoughts though.
inspiration. You got something. Yeah. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Take a lot of pictures, man. Dude, I asked one of the guys getting out of the Navy, right? I said, "What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?" He was an old guy. He likes to talk a lot. And most of the time, I don't listen to him. But I said, "Don't give me all this bullshit mumbo jumbo. Give me one piece of advice on what you think is the best piece of advice." And he said, "Be a tourist."
Mm,
I said, "Okay, fair enough." And then he explained to me what he meant by be a tourist, which is pretty fucking self-explanatory, right? Just like be a tourist, bro. Like enjoy the place you're at. Like even if you're in Canton, right? Where you've been at for years and years and years. Be a tourist. Like go out, fucking talk to the people at the bar, talk to the people around you, explore, like see things,
yeah.
Like you got one life, bro. You got one life, man. Like I think about this and let me ask you, would you rather be would you rather be filled like if you had a choice right now to either die with an extreme amount of like reputation and like respect and a lot of money, or with an extreme amount of experiences and people that
Experiences.
remember you for yeah. It's like
Experiences.
there's like zero
Because
reputation.
even at the end of the day, like,
And
people aren't going to remember you for long. And if they do, some of them might
yeah,
talk shit.
if yeah,
Because, like, think
if you're
about
big
somebody
enough,
that people remember, like Biggie Smalls or Tupac. Think about all the shit people talk about them, even though they remember. A lot of people remember them, like,
yeah.
fondly, just because their music is still there.
And the thing is, like, yeah, but I think about it like, who the fuck cares? Like if I was Biggie Smalls and like I was just brought up in a conversation by these fucking idiots, it's like I wouldn't give a shit, dude. I'm dead. Like the last thing I'm thinking about is two people bringing me up in a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the least thing that matters. Like with the influence though, like what I would be thinking about is what I did. You know, like I think Zach Bryan says it in one of his songs where he's like, "I pray that when I get up to heaven, I pray I did the best I can." And like that's all we can do is like we pray we did the best we can. Like with the
Who
podcast,
was
we
it? I
pray we
think the
did the
first
best
time I
we
heard it was David Goggins. He said, he told us,
can.
he was quoting somebody else, but he said, like, somebody died and went to heaven. And, and I'll just use like David Goggins for instance, because this is how he said it. He said, so he walked up to the pearly gates and he talked to who's supposed to be at the front gates? Is it Michael?
Yeah, Gabriel.
Or is it Gabriel? Well, he was speaking to
I'm pretty
Gabriel or Michael, whoever's at the front
sure.
gates. I thought it was supposed to be one of the saints, but either way, one of the disciples. Either way, he said,
Oh, if it's
here,
one of the disciples, then are you talking about Peter? Then you're probably talking about Peter.
maybe, but either way. So it says here, it's David Goggins. Um, because at the time he had the pull-up world record. Pull-up world record, ran this many marathons, did this, and he listed all these accolades. And he was just he was thinking like, oh, but then he would like tell whoever's at the front gates like, oh no, that's not me. Like you got the wrong guy. That's for a different David Goggins. And he goes, no, this is what you were supposed to be, which I think is pretty powerful.
Yeah, I know. I think about that all the time, bro. Like with this pod, bro. Like I think we can have like a huge influence, bro, if we really worked on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now we're getting deep into conversation, which I think is great, which I think is awesome. And then you fuck off and you do some stupid shit. But like I think no, actually, like we can have like a huge amount of influence, bro. And like I want to show this to like my kids one day and be like, yo, like we did this. Like we got to hear it. But we won't get to hear it if like I don't
Isn't
know.
it crazy
We
that
don't
people
take it
have
seriously.
influence just because people believe they do?
But I disagree with that. I don't think just because you believe you have influence, you have
No, 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 no,
influence.
no. Not because
Actually have.
other people believe you do.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is crazy.
I mean, some people
Yeah,
are
that is
obviously
crazy.
like undeniable, like when it comes to like music artists, for instance. Like some people are just
Yeah,
undeniable, and they just don't have people just don't know yet. Um,
that's true.
but yeah, like
Like,
people like
look,
us
I
who
think a
sit
great
here and
example,
literally do like fucking like we just sit here and kind of just like try to make each other laugh. But if enough people
yeah,
watched, there would be influence behind it, which is absolutely
which
bonkers.
is crazy. Yeah, it is. It is crazy. It is crazy, dude. I think about people like Alex Hormozy. You know how like he was just like extremely successful and great at doing a business, and then he went in front of the camera, started talking, started sharing what he learned, and people resonated with that. You know, I feel like we could also do that, but we have to get to that point. Like we're not there yet, so we don't have a lot of things that people resonate with us. But I think they will. You know, right now we're just saying funny shit, and that's what we clip on fucking the shorts. You know what I'm saying? But if we fucking have something to bring of value to the people that are watching, then they would fucking watch.
Right. But on that note,
But we'll get there. Time and experience. It's time to wrap it up.
yeah, I think I'll actually close it with a
Bro.
quote today. The quote I sent you the other day.
Oh, okay, okay. But I also have one. Let me give one.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me give one, and then we can tell the audience which quote is the best. So, which quote out of the two is the best? I already know the answer, but which quote out of the two is the best? All right. From your number one host, Thomas, this is the quote. Sometimes it is as hard to be a good follower than it is to be a good leader.
Hmm. All right. I kind of fuck with that. Depends on what you're following, though.
Facts, if you're following a bad leader, though, you'd still
Oh,
be a
you want to
good
know what that
follower.
reminds me of? It reminds me of the story of the 21 martyrs, the 21 Christians that got tortured and killed by ISIS. You know that story?
No?
Oh, well, it's not that long of a story. Well, there was a bunch of there was 21 people, right? There and they came from like different. They went wherever ISIS was at the time, whether it was Afghanistan, Iraq, whatever the fuck. And these people were just like contract workers. They were just coming to work in that country, and then they like found out like they got pulled over by ISIS. Like, get out the fucking car. They had guns and shit, you know. And they found out like they like knew they were Christians, and they told them like rebuke your faith, like say you don't believe in Jesus, and we'll let you go. And there was 21 of them, and the 21st, so 20 of them were actually Christians, and they didn't give up their faith. They were in prison, they were tortured, they didn't give up their faith. But the 21st guy wasn't even a Christian, and they were just like, "You're not a Christian, like you can go, like you're good." And he goes, "No, I do believe that Jesus is my Lord and Savior." Like he basically got converted through watching them not rebuke their faith, and then they all were tortured and killed together, all 21 of them.
Wow.
Kind of insane, right?
But I think also, like, for example, the last thing I want to say is like my buddy, his buddy, and I was just on the phone with him. You know how they're kicking out the transgenders from the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, transgender, they're kicking him out. And my buddy was like, well, just tell them that you're a girl. Just tell them you're a girl. And the guy's like, no, I can't. I'm not a girl. I'm a guy. You know? And so like when it comes to shit like that, like some people I think like can lie to themselves so much. But like I think like in that instance, that's not nearly the same as like a Christian like dying for his faith. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I understand like they're two extremely similar situations, but you can be dying for like the wrong thing, for something that's not the truth. Like clearly that's not true. You know what I'm saying?
But to him
Like
it
I don't know.
is, which is like a little bit respectable.
Which is tough. Which yeah, I respect the fact that like he stands on business, but at the same time, like I understand that's delusion. And a lot of people like to like
But the
compare
same could
that
be
with
said
like
about those
Christianity.
people too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The same can be said. But like the difference and the only difference, which is extremely slight, is just that one of them is true and one of them isn't.
But would they
And
die for
that's a
the
tough
other?
thing.
Would the other person die for the other one? That's a question.
Probably there's a lot of Muslims that have died for their faith, but I don't believe that the Muslim faith is true, right? And then we can say like, well, it's the same thing, but it's like,
It's really just about how far that belief goes,
yeah.
like inside your
But
head.
also the most important thing is that belief true?
Yeah. But if it's true to you, it's true though.
No, no. Something can be true to me and not be true
Yeah, but your perspective is like how you see the world is how it is.
for you, but that's not how it is.
The difference
You know what
between
I'm saying? Like it's
insanity
your
and
truth.
belief lies only in the number of believers.
I get that, bro. But like your
And on
truth
that
is not the
note,
same as the truth.
yeah, no, you're right, but like if something is the truth to you, then it's just the truth to you. Like nothing can shake that belief.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just that. It's nothing more.
Yeah, I know. We're saying
Okay.
the same thing. We're going in circles saying the same shit, and I gotta take a piss. So on that motherfucking note,
Well, give us the quote.
thanks for fucking watching. No, the
I
quote's
thought
next
you had a
week.
quote.
We'll do it next week.
Just say the quote.
All right, dude. Great. I'd love to. All right, and to close
Thank
the
you.
podcast, thank you guys for watching, and do the thing, like, comment, subscribe.
Here next week.
We're gonna leave you with this. Your 9 to 5 is not killing your dreams. Wasting your 5 to 9 is. The lazy don't know how to start. The losers don't know how to finish, and the legends don't know how to stop.
Alex Rosie, baby. All in all, that's it.
Peace.